Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. Sorry about the beeping of the microwave. And yes, we're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do, the usual disclaimers. In the description box, you are going to see the link to the article that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read. It is written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics, where they interviewed and surveyed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's quote-unquote behavioral modification program. Matter of fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this so much. They have threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they do not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic has refused, of course, so you know the drill. Please, folks, read and share on all your social media, alright? We also have linked NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding in case the JRC has the balls to see through with their threat. We also have linked their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC. Well, blah. It's afternoon, folks. Please forgive me. We also have linked all the articles, newscasts, and everything we've gone over in regards to the Agape boarding school situation. Agape Boarding School is a Christian-themed boarding school based out of Stockton, Missouri that has, and counting, over 21 lawsuits against it, alleging sexual abuse, physical abuse, psychological and emotional abuse, starvation, and now even child trafficking is being brought up. It's a growing list, folks, a growing list. So please read those articles and share them on all social media. We also have linked the change.org Shut Agape Boarding School Down petition. Please share, folks, okay? These folks are playing the state system. Let's not let them get away with it, alright? We also got the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, the templates, and the ever-present self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. When we discuss the JRC, folks, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of peoples with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones, alright? Also, this channel, it is marked not for children for a reason. We use profanity and talk about dark subjects on this channel. So, if your child is 16 or younger, obviously parental advisory is advised, alright? Now, folks, it is 6:04. I know I'm late. I kept playing freaking Donkey Kong Kingdom, and then, yeah, you know how it goes. Caught up in the video game. So, if I stumble over my words, folks, apologies in advance, alright? Okay, so we're digging back into this insanity where they defend their ops. Brace yourself for more stupidity. Suppose we want to teach the student to handle frustration and/or disappointment without becoming aggressive. Oh, for fuck's sake. In order to treat this problem, we need to teach the student to respond to frustration with different behaviors. As in case of treating the false alarm pulling, there are a number of techniques that we can use for this purpose. This includes the same types of procedures that might be used in a case of false alarm pulling. They are verbal instruction, modeling, strengthening alternative behaviors that compete and/or generate the same rewards, extinction, rewarding appropriate behaviors when they occur, behavioral contracts, and punishment. Oh, but you're not a punishment-based system, but you use the word punishment. Folks, they're trying to make it sound better than what it actually is. They sit there and say, well, we tell them not to do it, but then they do it anyways. What part of you can't change my neurology, no matter how much you use your bizarre behavioral methods, is so hard to understand? Well, we can model proper behaviors. Why the fuck isn't this the primary? Why isn't this the primary? For God's sakes, most public schools and assemblies when I was a kid showed appropriate responses to things. That should go without fucking saying. But here's the thing though. When you're disabled, when they're modeling this and they want you to act like them, it is the most embarrassing and condescending bunch of shit on the planet to have to go through. Okay? I know this because personal fucking experience, alright? When they take you aside because you're not getting quite as social as the others, you must not know how. And then they proceed to walk you through in the most condescending manner fucking possible how to get friends. Fuck me. Okay? Fuck me. They infantilize it. They actually zap out anything that might be positive from the experience because everyone who's a part of the medical model assumes that we all have the minds of fucking 3-year-olds. And it doesn't matter the frequency because they treat us all the same. I hate to tell you all, but they do. Okay? They don't actually model. It's more like I felt like I was being mocked. I felt like I was being mocked. Okay? My grades were the highest in the class all the goddamn always, all the time. To have my teacher then pull me and my mom aside, and when the trip to the psychologist didn't get what they wanted, to then proceed, you see, if you say this instead of this, they'll be your friend. No, the fuck they won't. That's not how bullying works. If you're a target, you're a target. Period. You want to know who actually helped me the most? Not this shit. It was my mom, and it was observation. It was observing the most socially adept kids in the class and mimicking what they were doing. And just adding it into my mask. That helped more than, well, really anything at the time. I understand how modeling, when done correctly, can be of aid. But first off, we all know that is not what the JRC starts with. We all know they put in this bullshit, half-assed effort. And when it doesn't work like they know they don't, they go directly to the behavioral rehearsal lessons. That's it and that's all. The whole strengthening alternative behaviors that complete and or generate the same rewards. Again, folks, they're trying to force us to act like them, talk like them, walk like them, think like them, be like them. And if we can't, then get us as compliant and quiet and set aside as they can so that we don't make others feel uncomfortable. That's what that is. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but that's what it is. Those of us who learn to walk, talk, act, and at least pretend to think like others can get along in the world, okay. But it's exhausting, it's humiliating, it's dehumanizing as hell. And by God, I'm pushing 40 and I've hit fuck it. I'm just gonna be me. Fuck y'all. I don't care about your social niceties. I don't care that you want me to run off a script. I'm gonna do me. If you don't like it, fuck off. I can be what I need to be when I'm advocating. Of course, I'm not talking about that, but you get what I'm saying, folks. The ultimate goal is to turn us into them or to make us go away. That's it. Rewarding appropriate behaviors when they occur, behavioral contracts and punishments. But remember what they think rewards are. We're going to reward a 21-year-old with a pass to a fucking ball pit. Those behavioral contracts are used, by the way, in order to further dehumanize these kids as a means and a way for punishment. You've heard Jennifer Masumba talk about it. We have her behavioral sheet linked in the description box. Behavioral contracts are a list of offenses over which you may punish someone, and then descriptions on how to do so. There is no mention of rewards. None. All they do is punish. The fact that your entire program even has the word fucking punishment. You can't have treatment and then include punishment. You ever hear the whole medical term, do no harm? Well, in the medical model, that just doesn't apply for us disabled people. They don't care the psychological damage that they do by forcing us to mask through means of ABA. They don't care if we are harmed horribly by experimental pseudoscience. This is why I've been fighting the medical model and its insanity my whole adult life, and I will probably continue to do so until the day I die. I'm going to close out on that. We don't get very many reviews on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this evening. As always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.